A lot has changed, or I have a lot to update you on. So I quit volunteering at the dog rescue. It's been about 2 weeks. I was just very, very stressed out, and something had to give. I feel like this started back when, like, I fostered the dog, right, Lincoln, for a month. To be honest, I felt suicidal. The stress was so bad that I felt suicidal. And with the housing situation and the dog situation, I literally could not leave the house without him because he had severe separation anxiety. That it was stressing me out so much. I couldn't take care of myself. I couldn't go and get a massage once a month like I was supposed to be doing because of all that issue with him. I couldn't go to the chiropractor regularly. It had taken a toll mentally and physically on my body. And I hit I guess rock bottom or something, where it's just I can't keep pushing through, but I had to keep pushing through because I felt bad. It's okay, well, I'll keep fostering the dog until he's done with heartworm medication, and then I'll take him back. And I felt bad. I reached out to the owner of the rescue and I asked her for help, what should I do? And she gave me pointers, but she never offered to take the dog back. After everything was said and done, I let her know, oh yeah, I felt suicidal with this whole situation. I will never foster ever again. A week later, she's like, and a week later, maybe it's a week after I told her how I felt and I was living in this new place, she's like, oh yeah, if you ever want a temporary foster. And I'm thinking, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I told her I never want to foster ever again. So I ended that friendship. At first I stopped volunteering at the rescue. And then a week later, I ended the friendship because I'm just I don't want to it's just better to end it. It was better to just end that friendship and move on. I got rid of a lot of things in my closet that were associated with that. So I got rid of all of the coveralls. I'm keeping this one because this is for winter. If I ever get cold, I still have to get rid of this stuff. But I got rid of a lot of stuff. I had a paddleboard back here. I took that back, actually. I returned it to REI. Thankfully, REI has a 1-year return policy. I took the paddleboard back and I took the life jacket back. So I got my $900 back for that, which is nice. Because I literally used it once. I used it once with that friend. And then we stopped being friends and I'm thinking, I want to hold on to it because I want to use it, but I'm not going to go alone. I knew I wasn't going to go alone. And it had been I bought it, I think, October of last year, and it's October's coming up. I need to return it if I want my money back. So I got my money back. I also changed my YouTube handle again. I apologize for those of you who have been here from the beginning and you're what the heck is going on? I changed my handle to Nora because originally, right before I left Minnesota, I changed it to Nora because my entire life, my name has been butchered, repeatedly butchered all throughout elementary school, middle school, high school, college, all throughout work, just all the time. And it feels really weird to correct people and be oh, actually you say it like this. You can correct people 20 times, they're never going to say it correctly. But after I separated from the dog rescue, and I have 2 friends that I made here, they always call me Ilona. And it's dang, I love that they call me by my name. I love that. I'm you know what? I'm just going to go back to that and just rename all my handles as Inside Ilona's World. I wanted Ilona's World or Ilona's Journey. Those were obviously taken. Apparently, there's a lot more Ilonas than I thought there were. So Inside Ilona's World is what it is. I actually also got back into food content creation. It's this weight has been lifted off of me since I stopped volunteering at the rescue and I stopped being friends with that person, that I feel like I can breathe again. And I'm I miss creating food. So I have a milk machine. I think I already showed that in past videos. Yes, I did. I also, after I moved in here, I bought a Ninja Creamy. I should show that. And I have been making ice creams and you know what, you can't really see it. I'll just pull it out then. I will just pull it out. It's down here because it doesn't fit anywhere else, but this, oops, is what it looks like. It's really nice. There's this ninja part, so basically I have these, right? This is for These are just sorbets. I ran out of fresh bananas, so I have a bunch of bananas here. But you basically put it in here, open this, put that in here, close this, and then when you turn it on, you choose whichever one you want, sorbet or ice cream. And then you run it. So I've been having one of those every single day. And then, yeah. So I love this place. So, sorry, going back. I'm back to food content creation. I resurrected a bunch of archived content that I had on Instagram, because I originally archived a bunch of stuff. I'm like, I never want to do Instagram again. Archived a bunch of, thankfully I archived it and I didn't actually delete it, because if I deleted it, it's like over 300 posts. I would probably close to 400 posts I would have had to delete. So I unarchived all of the food content. I have like four pieces of content of my dogs because they passed. I'm like, I'm going to keep that because, you know, memories and whatnot. But everything else, it's like 337 posts of just food. And now I'm making a lot of plant-based milks and a lot of Ninja Creamy recipes as well. So I'm posting all that content over there, which is like exciting. So now I already have a 50 smoothie bowl ebook that I created like 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, because I took a 2-year break from Instagram. So like 2 years ago, I created a 50 recipe ebook for smoothie bowls, and then I created a 4 recipe ebook for like it's like chocolate peanut butter treats, desserts. And then now I'm working on the plant-based milk one and Ninja Creamy one, which is exciting because like I'm already eating that stuff anyways. What's different of like just filming it, you know, and documenting it. Also, I have this backdrop. I have the same one that I had in Minnesota. Actually, I don't know if anyone would recognize this background. I don't know. If you've seen Instagram, you might recognize it, but I use the same background for like taking really nice pictures. So I am excited. And gosh, I love this place. I love this place so much. I should have moved into here to begin with. So one thing that annoyed me too with this whole situation of why I feel like I had to end the friendship is I never got an apology. There was never like, I'm so sorry, I pushed you into signing a lease there, I didn't realize it would turn out like that. Like no apology whatsoever. It wasn't fully her fault. Like it is the landlord's fault for being dishonest. Like I have to pay for rent over there still. And I'm paying for rent here. And people keep reaching out to me being like, I'm super interested. And then it's just lies. I don't know why they lie about being interested. And then they're like, they just disappear. They're ghosts. But yeah, it's like, how do you move past that when one of the worst parts of your life is because of this person that you trusted and they pushed you into a situation that was so mentally unhealthy for you that you hit rock bottom like several times and you're thinking, I need to go to the hospital to get help, but I can't because I have this foster dog and I have to push through because of this foster dog. And I know the owner doesn't want the dog back. You know, they would rather that I keep pushing through because they keep saying 333, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. And they keep quoting that as if you're just supposed to keep pushing through. Like, how do you, I don't know how you like move past that. So I just felt like it was best to just end the friendship and move on. I have 2 amazing friends here in Texas that I met before her. They came over a couple days ago, actually, and we hung out. I showed them my new place. I showed them around here. Oh my gosh. Like I said, this place is amazing. They have 2 massage chairs in the gym. They have this full gym, really nice gym. Like the price I'm paying for this place is insane with the amount of amenities that I get and how safe I feel here too. Like I will walk. I've been walking a lot outside even though it's hot. I'll typically walk outside. Then I end up going to the gym, walking on the treadmill. The treadmill is so nice. The treadmill has a like games. You can play Sudoku. You can play solitaire. You can play chess. But I've just been playing solitaire. Solitaire? I feel like I'm saying it wrong now because I've said it too many times. But it's nice. And I've been like coming up with gym workouts. I want to do arms 2 times a week, legs 2 times a week to build muscle as I'm losing weight. but just like having access to a gym that I can walk to. I'm not paying like a ridiculous amount. Cause like, you know, typically you go to a specialized gym, it's like $200 a month. That's what I was paying when I lived in Austin, right downtown, $200 a month. Back in when I was living in Minnesota, $200 a month. It's expensive. But like you're taking a class, right? There's a lot at the gym where I could like come up with like so many different workouts to do. And then the pool is so freaking nice. I've never been at the pool, but it is really nice. They just have a lot out here. They have events out here. It just feels very like community based, which is what I was missing when I lived in the last place with all the creepiness out there. I felt a lot less stressed. So it looks like for the long term, I'm going to have to keep paying rent in the last place, even though it's not my fault. Also, yeah, another thing, it's like I took all the risk and there's no reward. I took all the risk in moving and dealing with all this stuff, and I'm the one left like stressed, but doing a lot better mentally, living in this place. I feel a lot more safe. I can shower regularly. I've been showering regularly, been taking care of myself. I've been making food regularly, not eating out. I have like a lot of dry food. Actually, I can show you. So I've been eating a lot of dry food. Actually, that's not the right light. I have rice down here. I'm running out. I'm gonna have to buy more. But then I have like a bunch of, like I have oats up here, almonds there. I have some dates. I haven't really been using them, to be honest. Then I have pinto beans. I've used a lot of those. This is cinnamon. This is cacao. There's black beans back there. I have coconut shreds, and then chickpeas back there. And then of course, vegetable broth. But I'm doing a lot more cooking, and then I'm putting them into super cubes, right? To portion control everything. So I think one is like, yeah, one of these, one whole is like 1 cup. So I'll do that with some rice, put it in my rice cooker and cook it, which is just like so convenient to just, it's weird, like eating healthy because I'm eating like ingredients. I have to put everything together myself, but yeah. And then I have my whole spice rack, herbs rack, whatever you want to call it, which is nice. And then yeah, my bananas that I'm waiting on to freeze. And then I have some more in here for the frozen stuff, and then more in here as well. And then I have some like blueberries, mango, strawberries. There's like 1 banana left. I realized way too late that I was running out of bananas. I'm like, oh shoot. And then I have some like 2 here. These are sorbet. This is probably gonna just be a sorbet. I think there's just milk in there. So I guess it could be ice cream, but there's not like a lot in there. And then there's like barely anything in my fridge. There's milks. I made these milks. This one's like a purple. This one is just white and then blue. And then I got some potatoes, oranges. What is that? Onions. I have leftover food, some cookies, and a protein bar I never finished. But yeah, it's crazy how I'm eating so much healthier now that I'm not close to like all the restaurants. There are a lot of restaurants out here, but because I'm vegan and gluten-free, there's not options that I would want. And I'm just like, it's just cheaper and easier to eat at home. Make all my food here at home. I'm also not going out a lot. I don't feel the need to go out a lot. If I want to go for a walk, I go for a walk. I'm working on a bunch of ebooks, right? So I have like a lot of minimalism ebooks that I'm working on. I'm like throughout the years, what's it been, like 2 years since I became a minimalist? I've been working on a lot of minimalism ebooks. And then going to the gym, walking around. I have a friend who lives here as well. I actually don't really see her. We walk at different times. She's a dog, so she tries to get out when it's like cooler outside, which it's been hot here in Texas. It's been so hot. But yeah, life is going a lot better. I can't wait until I'm not paying rent at that other place. I'm still hoping that someone will take over the lease, but it seems like doubtful because the landlord has raised the qualifications. Now she's like, they need a 670 credit score. They can't have any evictions. They can't have any criminal record, and they have to have 3 times the amount of rent. So I was going back and forth. It's like 30 minutes one way to go. So over an hour round trip to drive back and forth to do all these tours for the landlord to be like, none of these people qualify. And it's just like, she's purposely making it difficult for me to find someone to take over the lease. And I don't know how that helps her, because I'm not staying. I'm not going to keep paying rent when my lease is over. I'm done. Also, it's just not a good look for her. Like, why are you treating your tenant like this? I have tried to get the government out to do an inspection. They literally do not care. They don't care. I don't know who's protecting this woman. It seems like someone's protecting her, because they're saying it's an unincorporated area and nobody's willing to go out there to even check on the place, to do any inspection whatsoever. And it's like, it feels like there's unsafe living conditions and literally nobody cares. That is insane to me. So I also don't know what she's going to do after my lease is done. Like, how is she going to get someone else to live there? I mean, I guess the point of, like, I did sign the lease. I guess she's going to find someone, and I feel really bad for that person. Like, I can't even warn them. You know, it sucks.